Coming up in the news, the Prime Minister officially opens the Maritime Museum. Is the airport a deal breaker for the sale of our Lukaya? We have answers. And tonight, the island's latest murder victim family speaks out. The Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, starts now.
This is the
Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening, all. I'm Ramiko Knowles. Thank you so much for tuning in. Topping the news, the inauguration of the Bahamas Maritime Museum kicking off on Saturday morning after some 2 years. Prime Minister the Honorable Philip Davis says this new attraction not only contributes to the revitalization of the island's economy, but showcases the benefits of the orange and blue economy. Our Raven Davis was there.
After much anticipation, a ribbon-cutting ceremony taking place in the iconic Port Lukaya Square as the Bahamas Maritime Museum inches closer to its official opening to the public. The ceremony, attended by senior and past government officials, owners Carl and Gigi Allen, along with other stakeholders and members of the Allen X team. Allen expressing gratitude to those instrumental in helping to bring his dream to fruition. He highlights a deep-rooted appreciation for the Bahamas and promises to continue contributing to its growth.
This day has been a long time coming, and what we do is it's not easy, it's hard, it's dangerous, and I've got a wonderful crew that does that. What you're going to see today, it's a prototype, it's a test. We are going to go to Nassau. We're going to build a museum there as soon as we can. Very excited about that.
Key members of the Allen X team also taking to the podium to share appreciation for the opportunity to build a dream.
Today, I am so happy to be able to finally showcase what we've been working on for the last few years. While much of the focus may be on the fantastic discoveries from the Maravillas, the Bahamas Maritime Museum showcases other aspects of the rich, diverse maritime heritage of the Bahamas. I truly believe that the opening of this museum today can be a beacon in the Port Lukaya marketplace to attract more visitors to the area.
This job has so far meant me not to be just a persistent diver, but also dueling with core archaeological skills conducting subsurface during recovery.
Thank you very much, Carl and Gigi, for your dedication to bringing artifacts back from the past that were recovered.
Now, the museum is the first of its kind in the Bahamas, and the nation's leader says it opens extraordinary windows into the past and makes it come alive for future generations.
I'll take the liberty of proposing that no other country has quite as interesting and consequential maritime history than the Bahamas. And Carl Allen has beautifully captured this in this new museum. We are grateful that these treasures are not hidden in a private collection, but instead showcased here for historians, marine archaeologists, visitors, and so importantly, Bahamians.
The excitement brewing as the actual ribbon cutting took place, and subsequently a first look into the new attraction. Now, upon entering the museum, you can expect to be wowed as it features artifacts and life-size dioramas that uniquely encapsulate the Bahamas' rich maritime history. The main feature, a Spanish galleon called the Maravillas, a ship that sank in the Bahama Banks in 1656. Government officials and other attendees given a tour of these exhibits. Now, the museum will be open to the public on August 8th. For the Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition, I'm Raven Davis.
Thanks, Raven. In other news, the chairman of the Lucayan Renewal Holdings Limited, Julian Russell, providing more clarity into the 45-day extension period to complete requisite legal documentation. The assurance coming after the former lead negotiator of the Grand Lucayan Hotel suggested that the condition of the airport could be the reason for the delay. Our Simone Davis joins us live from the Grand Lucayan Hotel. The question tonight, Simone, has the airport created a delay in the Grand Lucayan sale?
Well, Ramiko, we asked that very same question. And while Russell was tight-lipped as the 45-day extension on the hotel sale is proceeding, his response was that the island is still linked to other countries through cruise traveling, indicating that the airport is not the only means of travel for tourists.
And
having said that, Carnival is doing a new cruise port. So is Royal Caribbean. For any investor coming in here, they should feel comfortable. And I'm pretty confident that the government is going to redo the airport. It needs to be done. They said, the Deputy Prime Minister said on numerous occasions that the airport needs to be fixed.
In a press statement last week, the board of directors of Lucayan Renewal Holdings Limited announced that the sale of the resort is steadily progressing and on track for completion. The statement revealed that Lucayan Renewal and Electra America Hospitality Group agreed to a 45-day extension to complete the necessary legal documentation. The announcement of this extension sparked public concern as residents questioned whether or not the lack of development at the airport is discouraging investors. But residents were not alone. A former lead negotiator of the Grand Lucayan Sale Committee, Michael Scott, also publicly suggested that the sale is dragging because the buyer needs a commitment from the government on the development and reconstruction of the airport. Russell explains that both parties are currently working on the legal process, which is the only holdup in this ordeal.
If you think about purchasing a house, right, just to do a title search is normally about 28 days. This property, I'm going to say there's about 15, maybe 15, 16 properties involved, plus other entities as well. So the expectation should be a little longer than a single purchase of a home. Yeah, I don't see this as being overly long, or I don't see any other hindrance in completing this deal. I am very confident that this deal will get done, and it'll get done in due time.
Russell says the investors are confident and very excited about the deal and have been on the ground at the property every day for the past few months.
I can tell you that they've been here just about every day since May 12th of this year, going through the property. And I don't see anything. The only thing I would caution the Bahamian people, and especially Grand Bahamian, is just a little bit more patience. A little bit more patience. This is going to happen, and I truly believe it will happen.
Now the chairman reassures that renovations are still set to begin in January of 2023. He says both parties are committed to developing a world-class resort on Grand Bahama. Live from the Grand Lucayan Resort for the Bahamas tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Simone Davis. Back to you, Ramiko.
Well, thanks so much, Simone. In other news, police officials continuing their investigations into the island's latest murder this past Friday. 4 children now left without a father following a brazen daytime robbery that left a business owner dead. Grand Bahamian Kevin Curtis was gunned down at the gas station he was leasing on Manowar Circle and Sergeant Major Road. Tonight, our Aja Kwan speaks exclusively with the victim's family.
A mother mourns the loss of her son today. 44-year-old Kevin Curtis was gunned down at his gas station off of Sergeant Major Road last Friday. Curtis's mother and sister describes him as hardworking and caring, and when they heard of the news, they were in disbelief.
He did not deserve that.
The family of Kevin Curtis trying to come to grips as this is the second blow they have experienced, losing Kevin's brother 2 years ago. And although they are grieving, Kevin's mother, Mavis Allen, says the father of 4 never kept company and loved his children very much.
He loved his children. He took care of his children. They were his priorities. And I don't know what is going to happen to those children now, because they're so broken.
Allen mentions after hearing that her son was hurt, she contacted her daughter, Lashanta, who immediately went to the Rand Memorial Hospital in search for answers. Once arriving and waiting hours, Lashanta says her mother joined in on the wait.
No one was telling us anything. 5 o'clock came, 6 o'clock came, and I'm getting frustrated because now his son, all the way in the United States, is messaging me what is happening with my father. And he's sending me a picture of the police report to say that this person has succumbed to his injuries. What is going on? And he's frustrated. And I said, listen, do not listen to the media.
And after an additional few hours, a local member of parliament passed and rendered assistance by making a phone call to local police. The family was escorted to the police station where Kevin's mother had one question.
Is he dead? He said, yes. And I lost it. He asked to know. Didn't know my son was dead all along.
Alan reminisces on her son, noting that they were very close. She expresses that she does not know what to do now because she is broken. Her son will never return, and his life was taken too soon at the hands of someone he would have helped.
That guy who came into his shop, he came into his space. He wasn't out there meddling. He don't meddle like that. He stays in his own little area. He came into his shop, snuffed his life out. People speculate, they create stories, when things like this happen. But most of all, they spoke good of him. Nothing but good reports. He was a good person. From what we are hearing, he fought for his life. This person did not care. They left him there as if he was garbage.
The family is calling on anyone with information to come forward so that justice can be served. Investigations into this matter is ongoing. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Aja Quant.
Thanks, Aja. Now, once again, police officials say at this point, no suspect has been arrested in this matter. If you have any information that could assist in this case, you're urged to contact 911, 919, or Crime Stoppers anonymously at 352-1919. Meantime, it's been 4 days since the police issued an all-points bulletin for 2 men wanted for questioning in various matters. From the Southwestern Division on Grand Bahama, police are still searching for 30-year-old Winston Lindsay for housebreaking and stealing a vessel. The 30-year-old of Pratt Alley and Cowpen Road, New Providence, weighs 175 pounds, is of dark brown complexion, has dark brown eyes, and stands 5 feet 11 inches tall. Police on Grand Bahama also want to find 30-year-old Justin Jarrett Zonical in connection with threats of death and causing harm. The Drake Avenue resident stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, is of dark brown complexion and dark brown eyes. Zonical has tattoos on his left and right forearms and shoulders. Anyone spotting any of these men should contact 911, the Southwestern Division on Grand Bahama at 373-1112 or the Crime Stoppers at 352-1919. And some good news to report tonight from police. Alfonso Pinder, Superintendent of Police in charge of the Traffic Police Department in Grand Bahama, revealing that in comparison to last year, there has been a reduction in traffic accidents on this island. Despite this, he cautions drivers to adhere to traffic laws as police continue their efforts of ensuring they are enforced for the achievement of public safety. Our Raven Davis has that report.
Welcome to news coming out of Grand Bahama following the announcement of a reduction in traffic accidents this year. Alfonso Pinder, Superintendent of Police in charge of the Traffic Police Department in Grand Bahama, making the revelation, though he stopped short of releasing the statistics. Pinder says for the period in review commencing this January to the end of July, a slight decrease is evident when compared to that same period last year.
Most of these accidents have been occurring within the city limits, East Mall Drive and Settlers Way, again at East Mall and Pioneers, and proper on the East Sunrise Highway. We want to urge members of the public, though we have seen a decrease in the amount of accident, please to continue to drive with extreme caution and care. Persons are being reported for driving while making use of their cell phones or doing some other act that would take them ordinarily away from driving. And when we see this happening, we have to bring it to members of the public's attention.
And especially with the August summer month usually buzzing with social events, he further underscores the need for drivers to exercise caution during their daily commute. Meantime, he attributes this decrease to a heightened police presence.
We will continue with our speed checks and our road checks. but we want you to police yourselves in terms of not just wait until you see a police officer and to obey the rules of the road. But when you police yourselves, you minimize the amount of damage and you minimize the amount of injuries. And so certainly we will be out there in numbers to ensure that the rules of the road are there too.
Another police-led initiative, this one, Operation Snatch 'em at Dawn, saw a total of 30 drivers reported for various traffic infractions. 4 of them arrested for outstanding warrants. This operation occurring between the hours of 6 and 9 a.m. in the 8 Mile Rock area. The initiative focuses on drivers driving over the speed limit and targeting persons with outstanding warrants of arrest. But as for the reduction in traffic incidents, Pinder shares the department's hope of a continued downward trend.
Certainly we wish that this will continue throughout this year and the years to come. Certainly it means that our message is getting out to members of the public, and we want to urge you, one life loss is one too many. We've seen a number of accidents due to the fact of persons speeding, not paying attention, and not adhering to the speed limit. And of course, eventually this would lead to serious accidents. In some cases, some persons lost their lives. We want to discourage that. And our message is to you, safety is important. We want to be our brother's keeper.
For the Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition, I'm Raven Davis.
You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Stay with us. There's more news when we come back.
Come on down to Dolly Madison and get your hurricane supplies before it's too late. Don't let supply chain issues cause you to miss out on hurricane supplies you need. Come on down. Now.
The Broke Cathedral of Christ the King, celebrating 60 years of proclaiming Christ as King and sharing him with others. Discovery is a renewal program within the church that encourages members to strengthen their faith in Jesus. Over a 3-day weekend, attendees are fed and nurtured both physically and spiritually. Through many talks, past discoverers share their experiences and talk about their faith in God. At the end of the weekend, candidates emerge from the conference room renewed and strengthened with the love of Christ, just as a caterpillar emerges from a cocoon as a butterfly. The first discovery was held at Christ the King in 1994. The directors were Marie Roach and Clifford Stahl. The co-directors were Keith Seymour and Mary Cooper. My name is Aaliyah Rocco, and this has been an historical moment brought to you by the Broke Cathedral of Christ the King Church.
Pizza Hut Freeport is bringing you savings this summer. Order a large one-topping pizza with a 2-liter Coke, along with our newest dessert, the pineapple tart, for just $22.50, VAT inclusive. A delicious pizza, 2-liter Coke, and a pineapple tart to satisfy your sweet tooth. Available for carry-out, delivery, and curbside to go at our fabulous Pizza Hut restaurant downtown Freeport, 352-9191. Pizza Hut Freeport, for the love of pizza.
No Holds Bar presents Rake and Scrape Reloaded Part 6 Back to School Edition with D-Mac, Mellow D, Papa Smurf, and Varsity. It all goes down Saturday, August 13th at No Holds Bar and Lounge, Settlers Way.
It was one of the hardest hits this island has ever experienced. Hurricane Dorian decimating what many call home. Join the ZNS team as residents are reflecting and telling their compelling stories of survival and how the community has come together to rebuild Abaco. Airing August 29th through September 2nd, right here on the ZNS Network.
King of the North is back. Power 104.5 FM. Your number one news team covering the North. Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
Welcome back. The Kiwanis Club of Freeport's Health and Dental Fair attracting families from across the island as the kids prepare for the upcoming academic year. The fair has become a staple for the Kiwanis Club of Freeport, who always aim to help communities with this drive. The annual event was put on hold due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Held at the Independence Park, kids were treated to free health and dental screenings and took part in a number of various activities. Shane Stubbs has more on this report.
It's back to school season, and the Kiwanis Club of Freeport, along with some of its corporate sponsors, are ensuring the kids are going back to the classrooms with a clean bill of health and big, bright smiles. Let's drive around and take a look at the action.
It was a day filled with checkups and fun. Families taking their kids out to the Independence Park for the Kiwanis Club of Freeport's Health and Dental Fair. It's one of the club's biggest events, and officials share how important it is to give back to the kids.
We were able to provide free health screening, medical screening, and dental screening for over, I think, hundreds of children that came out here today with their parents, making sure they're healthy, going back to school. This project was very important to us because our motto for Kiwanis is serving the children of the world. So we wanted to give back to our communities.
I've never seen something like this. This is awesome. And like President Linda said, our motto is serving the children of the world. And so this is awesome because each child will walk away with something.
Now speaking to some of the corporate sponsors like Alive, Master Assist, and the Commonwealth Brewery, they say it's always worth it to help out with the kids.
Doing community-based initiatives like this one was very important to us. Kiwanis is an amazing organization to work with, so we were happy to jump on board.
It was a real pleasure helping the children. When it comes to children, we love to serve and help the children, and on a bigger scale, the community.
Well, Alive, definitely being a corporate sponsor, we wanted to partner with an organization that is well recognized, and Kiwanis is definitely it. We want to give back to the community in which we operate. So here we are partnering with Kiwanis and making sure that the children go back to school healthy.
Now, over the course of the day, along with the health and dental screenings, kids were given backpacks as they prepare to head back to the classroom. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Shane Stubbs.
Thanks, Shane. Shane Stubbs is up next with your Monday evening sports report.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Shane Stubbs, and welcome to Sports. We've got updates for you in track and field, but first, let's take a look at the kiddies at the Legacy Baseball Camp.
The City of Freeport Legacy Baseball Camp is in full swing with week 1 in the books.
What we did first of all was we made sure all the kids stretch and exercise. We made sure they learn how to catch and throw. We made sure they learn how to play defense and offense. We also did the basic stuff that they did not know. We ensured that they learned all the things, base running, the whole 9 yards.
Heading into week 2, Brent Burrows says it's all about getting the campus up to game speed.
As of the first day, I had fun with them, and like it just was exciting to wake up and come out there. For week 2, we trying to get them to be ready for game speed now. So we gotta teach them how to hit Monday, Tuesday, and by Wednesday we want to be ready for games.
The camp continues this week at the YMCA and will close out this Friday. Over at the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham, England, Devin Charlton securing
It's ATI's third annual back-to-school drive-through August 20th, number 3 Thackeray Street from 12 noon to 6 p.m. Free backpacks, school supplies, and more. Call 602-4769 to register for the bags.
Come on down to Superb Water Depot and Snacks. We sell and we deliver ice, drinks, purified water, alkaline water, and a variety of snacks. Your one-stop shop for all your snacks and water needs. Contact 242-820-2482. We are located number 2 LaFrance Plaza, Peachtree Street. Purified water, 50 cents a gallon. Alkaline water, 80 cents a gallon. Come on now, you can't beat that. We offer superb quality, superb taste, and superb service. Monday to Saturday, 8 to 8, and Sundays, 8 to 2. Superb water depot and snacks. Come on down.
What? Check old girl, boy. You say she getting married? Oh, man, not again.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to join this man's BTC home internet with this woman BTC mobile service in holy matrimony. So they'll pay half the price compared to the other guys.
What's wrong with you? Just let them.
Madam, do you have BTC mobile service?
I do.
Sir, do you have BTC home internet to unite with her mobile service?
I do.
Get all the internet you want at half the price when you bundle your home internet and mobile service.
So, what services do you have?
Me? I have BTC at home and on my phone.
Visit any BTC store to make the switch today.
Island Bedding is the Bahamas' leading manufacturer in mattress sets. But did you know we also carry top quality products like pillows, comforters, sheets, and much more. Our furniture line is also expanding to meet the needs of those rebuilding. We have bedroom sets, sofa beds, recliners, accent pieces, and so much more. Come and experience Island Bedding today, where everybody deserves their own island.
If you're thinking of investing in Grand Bahama or any other island, contact Bahama Island Properties for all of your real estate services. Visit their office in the Port Lucaya Marketplace, their website bahamaislandproperties.com, or call them at 374-7653.
Ice the coconut got this, cocoa gingerbread madness, juiciness ice the black this, sweet like sugar in a dripping like ice hot.
The King of the North is back. Power 104.5 FM.
Your number one news team covering the North. The Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
Sonia Lightburn, you are our Facebook friend of the day, and we want to say thank you so much for your continued support. We also want to say a very special happy anniversary going out to Mr. and Mistress Cecil Thompson, celebrating 50 years of marital bliss. Congratulations to you both. And that's going to do it for us here in the North. On behalf of the entire news team, I'm Ramiko Knowles. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to stay tuned as the Bahamas Tonight continues.
Everyone is looking for a deal. Everyone is looking to save. With this in mind, Four-Way Marketing has teamed up with Deals Crazy TV to bring to Bahamians unparalleled products and unbelievable savings. Yes, it's Deals Crazy TV that will take the hassle out of shopping for you.
Here is what people are saying. Take a look.
Basically, I love deals, so wherever there's the best deal, you know, we all need to save a little bit here and there.
Good package, get everything in one package deal, one place. Come on, man, check it out.
I mean, it helps to bring products into the hands of the Bahamian people at a quick, low price, maybe even catch a good special. Why not?
Yeah, everybody will know what a good deal is. So-called recession now. In a recession, you just need a good price and a good deal.
So stimulate the small businesses in the Bahamas and allow the public to find and search out for a good deal.
Them having to go on a search for themselves. We bring the search to them so they know directly where to go make it on each.
Hear that? If you listen closely, you can hear the heartbeat of a nation. That unique sound of a great country pounding with colorful history, a rich culture, and unwavering ambition. When you look around, you recognize its pulse. The people who love to celebrate, who identify with triumph, a people who know how to be our brother's keeper. Commonwealth Bank, built by Bahamians, here for Bahamians. Bahamians helping Bahamians.
Everyone is looking for a deal. Everyone is looking to save. With this in mind, Four-Way Marketing has teamed up with Deals Crazy TV to bring to Bahamians unparalleled products and unbelievable savings. Yes, it's Deals Crazy TV that will take the hassle out our shopping for you. Here is what people are saying. Take a look.
Basically, I love deals, so wherever there's the best deal, you know, we all need to save a little bit here and there.
Good package, get everything in one package deal, one place. Come on, man, check it out.
I mean, if it helps to bring products into the hands of the people at a quick low price, maybe even catch a good special, why not?
Everybody want to know where the good deals are. You know, so-called recession now. In a recession, just need good prices, the good deals.
To stimulate the small businesses in the Bahamas and allow the public to find and search out for good deals.
Them having to go on a search for themselves. We bring the search to them so they know directly where to go make it on easy.
You're watching the ZNS Network, the People's Station.
Coming up in the Bahamas tonight, the National Report, a mother charged. Teachers lock in another lucrative deal. The ups and downs of revenue and expenditure. And in the world of sports, a showdown for the ages. Pastors versus politicians. Find out who won. The Bahamas tonight, the National Report starts now.
This portion of the news is brought to you by BTC Superfast Internet for Less. Best rate, no debate. Sign up today.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Makush Lopinder. Welcome to the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. Thanks for tuning in. Police wasting no time filing criminal charges against the mother of a school-aged boy who authorities believe drowned last week in a pond in the Yellow Elder Gardens area. Fern Carey has the details of today's arraignment.
41-year-old Stephanie Hanner, the mother of 11-year-old drowning victim Gerodo Taylor, pleaded not guilty in court Monday to 2 counts of cruelty to children. The Exuma Street resident is accused of neglecting her 11-year-old son and allowing him to be in her yard with a body of water and not sufficiently guarding him against the risk of drowning. The charges come after the child was found partially submerged in a pond at the Oaksfield Sports Center Golf Academy in Yellow Elder Gardens last Tuesday. Police said a group of boys went swimming in the area around 5:30 Tuesday evening when they discovered the body, which authorities suspected had been in the pond for at least 24 hours. The tragic incident prompted an appeal for relatives of the boy to come forward, but after more than 24 hours, no one did. The next day, Sergeant Desiree Ferguson returned to the scene and called on members of the community to help identify the child. Still, it was not until Thursday that a woman showed up at the Criminal Investigation Department and filed a missing persons report. Now, the prosecution did not object to bail for Stephanie Hanner, which was granted in the amount of $7,000 with a surety. She returns to court on November 14th for trial. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Fern Carey.
Meantime, police making some headway with their investigations into a recent murder. At last report, they were questioning 2 men in their early 20s in connection with the Saturday afternoon incident. Opened fire in that direction, shooting a 21-year-old of Polimas Street resident multiple times. The young man died on the scene. Investigations continue. Well, there's a wanted man on the loose, but named an arson and stealing charge is 30-year-old Daron McCartney. No description given of the Pinewood Gardens, Ponciana Avenue resident. Still, if you've either seen this face or know where McCartney is hiding out, be sure to call the Southeastern Division at 392-4333 or 4, or download the P3 Tips app. Still on crime news this evening, a Wolf Road business is out of over $21,000. That's the price tag attached to the laptop stolen this weekend. Police alerted to the incident around 9 Saturday morning. At last report, police were following significant leads into the matter. In the meantime, they're reminding the public that purchasing stolen property is a major offense. As such, those found aiding and abetting will be prosecuted. On the other hand, anyone with information that can help police find the suspect or the stolen items should call 919 or 911. Now on to other news. The nearly 400-strong Bahamas Educators and Managerial Union is giving high praise to the Labor Relations Unit for its role in not only helping to complete negotiations for its industrial agreement, but introducing key components. Cleopatra Murphy has the details of the agreement signing.
Improved medical coverage, an increase in salaries, and a retention bonus are just some of the improvements the Bahamas Educators and Managerial Union managed to secure for its members in its new industrial agreement. Union leaders and government officials putting pen to paper as they signed the document at the office of the Prime Minister Monday morning. With 5 increases in the next 3 years, President Stephen McPhee says the union has never seen such a massive raise in such a short time.
We're looking at minimum, even our members who are at what we call, quote unquote, their ceiling, over the next 3 years, their monthly salaries will increase by some $300. And so that for us has been a major accomplishment.
Also included are scholarship opportunities and increases in allowances. McPhee admits that there are things the union hopes to address in supplemental agreements like promotions and staffing, but nothing to hinder the reopening of schools. He, Minister of Education, the Honorable Glenys Hannah Martin, and the Minister agree in principle.
We work for the best interests of the same group of people. So those matters of policy that we are taking even recommendations from the trade unions on are critical to us to ensure that we provide the best working conditions for the members and that we also ensure that we are looking at a progressive amendment to our industrial agreements, ensuring that we are being progressive in the way that we handle our employees.
When it comes to education, the Minister of Education says government is putting its money where its mouth is, thanking the BEMU for its role in facilitating education and ensuring standards are maintained.
I think that there were very few issues that we differed on. There's some practical issues that we might not have been able to accede to for pragmatic reasons, financing, etc., etc. But I believe that the President has been very dogged. He could do all that we could do, we would do. But there are some realities and there's some constraints.
Hannah Martin says she is eager to see students return to the classroom to resume face-to-face learning.
We couldn't control the pandemic and we couldn't control the hurricane, but we can control the opening of school, and we want to make sure that that process is uninterrupted.
For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Cleopatra Murphy.
Well, meantime, more than 700 students of T.A. Thompson Junior High will return to the school's campus in just a few weeks after spending the last semester at the University of the Bahamas as the school underwent extensive repair. Education Minister, the Honorable Glenys Hannah Martin, says despite such work continuing, the Gregory Street School will be ready to welcome students for the new academic year.
Our contractors have assured us come the 29th of August, they will be in classroom. We've met with the teachers, the parents at T.A. Thompson, whose children attend that school, to update them and to brief them.
Well, the school's acting principal, Ishmael Smith Jr., says construction workers have been putting in long days in an effort to complete repairs. In fact, if the present pace continues, he anticipates classes resuming on campus as normal.
The construction team is literally working around the clock. I think they even have a night shift. We've made the school available to them, the family and consumer science area, so that they can prepare meals and have everybody on campus and a space for them to be able to do what they have to do as long as they are there. And they have made considerable progress. I think we have a 3-story building where they're doing most of the work. They've poured and reset the aprons for the 1st and 2nd floor. They're getting ready to finish the structural work to go up to the ceiling, and they are in each of the classrooms that may have received any damage or needed repairs, and they are working.
Still to come, COVID vaccination interest peaks and where investigations stand with a weekend killing. We'll be back after the break.
This portion of the news was brought to you by Sun Oil Limited Shell, fueling journeys.
Hear that? If you listen closely, you can hear the heartbeat of a nation. That unique sound of a great country, pounding with colorful history, a rich culture, and unwavering ambition. When you look around, you recognize its pulse. The people who love to celebrate, who identify with triumph. a people who know how to be our brother's keeper. Commonwealth Bank, built by Bahamians, here for Bahamians. Bahamians helping Bahamians.
What? Check little girl, boy. You say she getting married? Oh, man, not again.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to join this man's BTC home internet with this woman's BTC mobile service in holy matrimony. So they'll pay half the price compared to the other guys.
What's wrong with you? Just let them.
Madam, do you have BTC mobile service?
I do.
Sir, do you have BTC home internet to unite with her mobile service?
I do.
Get all the internet you want at half the price when you bundle your home internet and mobile service.
So, what services do you have?
Me? I have BTC at home and on my phone.
Visit any BTC store to make the switch today.
We need to save.
Whatever happens, be happy. On Crazy Tuesdays, enjoy 10 pieces of crispy fried chicken thighs, legs, and whole wings for only $20. Only on Tuesdays and only at KFC Nassau.
Carrie's Fabrics and Uniform Store wants to get you ready for back to school. Find ready-made uniforms and uniform fabrics for all schools in the Bahamas. Carrie's also sells skirts, blouses, shirts, jumpers, boys' shorts and pants. You can even have your uniform skirts custom made. Also find school bags, school supplies, socks, and underwear. That's Carrie's Fabric and Uniform Store on Mackey Street. Call 393-0758.
Laptops, school fees, and uniforms. Oh my. It's that time of the year again to prepare to send the kids back to school. At Fidelity, our personal loans are designed to help you purchase all these necessities and more, just in time for the new school year. You can also enjoy a chance to scratch and win spectacular back-to-school prizes. Ensure that your kids have everything that they need to succeed this school year. Apply for a personal loan at Fidelity today. Give us a call at 356-7764 in Nassau or 352-6676 in Freeport. Visit any of our branch locations or visit our website at fidelitygroup.com.
Revenue and expenditure for the month of May, both down, according to the Ministry of Finance's fiscal summary report. Revenue receipts decreased by 38%, or $127.1 million, to sit at $207.3 million. Year over year, tax revenue collections grew 23.1%, or $34.8 million, to $185.3 million, owing to increased value-added tax collections of $94.5 million, over $51 million in taxes on international trade and transactions, and other taxes on goods and services valued at $29.8 million. Total expenditure, meantime, at $288.2 million, a $1.8 million decrease over the same period last year. The breakdown there, $57 million in recurrent spending of personal emoluments, $55.1 million for goods and services, just over $50 million in public debt interest payments, $40 million in other payments, and $12.1 million in subsidies. The government accrued $15.6 million in capital spending for non-financial assets and transfers. These figures pushing the country's deficit to $80.8 million, with net expansion contained at $0.5 million. Well, 2 years following its launch, the country's first digital currency continues to gain traction, and this despite initial setbacks. Charles Fisher has the story.
It's a way to move money faster without having to wait in line or make those cash deposits or withdrawals. Kim Woodmott, project manager responsible for central bank digital currency implementation, explains just how this works.
It's a digital currency that's on your mobile device. It can be an Android or an Apple device.
It can be a tablet, a cell phone. It just moves money from one device to the next through the use of digital apps such as what we call mobile wallets. Authorized financial institutions that have wallets have the ability to move sand dollars as a currency through those wallets.
The digital wallet relaunched on the island where it first started, Exuma.
Early when we introduced it in 2019, it's been a nice, slow, organic progression. We've had an opportunity, even during the pandemic, to re-engineer the wallets themselves and implement a few more upgrades to the technology. So while COVID was it's somewhat of a blessing and a curse, we started to recognize that persons no longer wanted to be moving around physical cash. So moving around digital cash, it not only allowed us to be cashless, but it also allowed us to be contactless.
There are several ways in which funds can be transferred.
If you're face-to-face, simply scan a QR code. Secondly, if you want, when you activate your wallet, you can give yourself an alias, which gives you a more user-friendly, something similar as an email address. And you can actually send money just as though you're sending an email by addressing it to a particular person. And because of real-time settlement, they receive those funds instantaneously. And that's why at the central bank sometimes we call it texting money.
And there is no need to worry about security or funds being stolen.
If you lose your wallet today with cash in it, that money is lost. But if you were to lose your mobile device that has a digital balance, that balance is actually still held at the central bank. You can reactivate that very same wallet, even on a brand new device, straight out the box, and you are reinstated with all of the funds.
For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Charles Fisher.
Well, it happened mid-April on Norman's Key. The victim in this case, an Exumian homeowner who allegedly shot and killed himself. On July 30th, police were alerted to a man hanging lifeless from a property in the area of the Marathon Mall. 3 days later, a young man reportedly took a sheet and ended his life. That's 3 people who not only considered suicide, but apparently followed through. A sordid reminder of the fragility of mental health.
Maybe up to 10% of our population at any given time are having some significant or serious mental health symptoms. The world is stressful even when we're not at times of, a pandemic or natural disaster, but when those things are also added on to the day-to-day stresses that people face in their lives, it certainly can cause an increase in adjustment issues, depression, traumatic stress or acute stress issues as well, relationship issues, etc. So it does increase the demand on the person in their homes, at their jobs, and some persons are already perhaps at the edge.
Well, the view of noted consultant psychiatrist Dr. John Dillette, who says based on his practice alone, there's been an uptick in mental health cases locally.
We probably saw an increase in depression, anxiety, insomnia, and adjustment issues, probably in the range of 15 to 20%. I think young men perhaps probably, or men in general, probably accounted for a greater percentage of the increase that we saw at the office. But we did see across the board both men, women, and adolescents. The pandemic had created such an issue with isolation, and many of our adolescents, that's a phase where socialization is extremely important. Their interaction with peers of their same age is extremely important component of their development. Anyone, quite frankly, adolescents included, who are isolated or who do not have those interpersonal relationships that they depend on for support and activity, it can cause persons to really revert, become shells, and really not be able to express themselves adequately.
Well, now for a look at what's happening on the local COVID scene, and based on data for the August 7th dashboard, things are looking pretty good. Just 7 new infections on record, 5 of them on New Providence and 1 each on Abaco and Eleuthera. Hospitalizations also headed further south with now 25 COVID cases, just 1 of the patients on the intensive care unit. As for active cases and recoveries, we're at 331 and 26 respectively. Well, meantime, local vaccination centers seeing a steady flow of people rolling up their sleeves to take the COVID shot. Our Crystal Darling tells us more.
In 2020, the COVID-19 pandemic brought forth major public health issues, and months later, free vaccinations were made available for adults. That was followed later by vaccines for children ages 12 and up. Vaccine center officials say whether it be for first, second, or booster shots, people are still getting the jab. Just a few weeks ago, the Ministry of Health and Wellness secured pediatric doses that are now available for kids from 5 to 11 years old. Mall at Marathon COVID-19 Vaccination Center nursing officer and site manager Nikisha McKinsey says since then they've been yielding a positive response.
We also introduced our pediatric doses last week Thursday. Our first amount was 62, and since that period we only do them Tuesdays and Thursdays at the mall, and we had over 60 on the Tuesdays and Thursdays. The parents have been asking from a long time, when are the vaccines coming? So the attitude is actually a good one. So we have a positive turnout with parents bringing their children. We have some parents bringing 3 at a time. So it's actually a good turnout with the parents bringing their kids.
McKinsey says they've also seen a decrease in vaccine hesitancy.
Now in terms of uptake, a lot of persons are still coming. We have an increase in second boosters, first boosters. We also have this fear of, I'm scared of being vaccinated. So we now have first-timers coming in, and the count is very good.
Mall at Marathon COVID-19 non-medical site manager Austin Roberts say they've seen a spike in the number of people coming in to get their first shot and explain some of the reasons why.
That we are happy to see the influx. And I say the influx, during the summer months, basically last month, we saw an influx of persons coming for their vaccine. They said they want to travel. But one of the good things I like with all of this is that I see now some of the employers now. Employers are really making, not mandatory, but they're putting more pressure on the individual. So what I'm saying is that we do see an increase of people coming because of their job.
And Robert says that people are also coming in to get the flu shot.
It's not really being incorporated with that. We take the flu shot every year. It's just that when they come for the shot, for the vaccine, we have the flu shot available for them. So in small numbers, people come in just for the flu shot.
COVID-19 Vaccination Center officials say they are looking forward to assisting more people who come in to take vaccines. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Crystal Darling.
You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. Stay with us.
Are you or a loved one under medical care? Do you need affordable medical supplies? Ports International is the largest home health care supplier. Medical supplies at the very best price. And you can even shop online. From hospital beds to wound care, wheelchairs to walkers, Ports is a one-stop shop for your medical supplies, and we accept insurance. We have online shopping and 2 locations to serve you. At the Airport Industrial Park and Shirley Street. We also ship to the Family Islands. Shop online and visit us on Facebook. Call Ports at 377-1771.
Comfort Suites Paradise Island is the best kept secret in the Bahamas. Located directly next door to the Atlantis Resort, you'll receive all the privileges of an Atlantis guest with all the benefits of a Comfort Suite stay. Enjoy everything Atlantis has to offer, including Aquaventure Water Park, plus all the amenities of Comfort Suites. Free Wi-Fi, free breakfast daily, and kids stay, play, and eat free. Visit ComfortSuitesPI.com.
Tourism today. Bahamas tourism today.
A blessing for the Bahamas is how veteran ambassador Teresita Curry Kemp describes the People-to-People program. For her, the program created unique opportunities for travelers to experience our culture in Grand Bahama Island.
This is really my baby. This is what I really like doing. I wake up in the morning thinking about what made my job so easy, and the People-to-People program is interacting with people. And I look forward to going to work, to go that extra mile. We visited from East End to West End with a group of volunteers. People-to-People program was, in those days, one of the star programs on Grand Bahama Island. It seems as if the people really, really enjoy this program. Oh my goodness, the food, the native food. Let's get there for a moment. We used to go to West End, the conch salad, the crock conch, the peas and rice, macaroni and cheese. You name the native dishes, and of course, we participated in the exchange changing these dishes with the visitors. The program in itself, not only is it's a learning experience, and it's an experience second to none. You can't pay for it. You cannot pay for it. And this is why some of the visitors has friends in the Bahamas through this program for years and years to come. Some of the volunteers are still hearing from their people. So continue the program. Please don't let it die. It was really, really a blessing for the Bahamas.
For more information on how you can sign up for the People to People program, visit Bahamas.com. I'm Joshua Robbins, and this is Tourism Today.
Kids, let's go! Sean, what are you doing?
I solved it. We'll buy our life insurance policy from this company and then go over here and get our home insurance. Then get our motor policy from right over here.
Or we could just get it all with CG Atlantic. Save a lot of money and effort.
They do it all? Even pensions?
Even pensions.
We're like a husband that doesn't overcomplicate everything. CG Atlantic. Good like that.
Now's the time to start living the life you've always dreamed of. Purchase that new car. Consolidate debt. Make your house a home. Or switch your mortgage to lower your monthly payments. And BOB will be with you every step of the way to help you live your very best life. With the lowest consumer loan rates in the country, we are BOB, your bank of solutions.
I was actually born into farming. My grandfather, who was 80 years old, he's a first-generation farmer. 3 generations later, I decided to go into farming. So we do have 2 operating farms at this time, the one in Nassau and the one in Andros. This season, the Access Accelerator assisted us in funding our strawberry project here on Andros. With us being able to access the Fish and Farmers Grant, it has actually given us the capital that we needed to start this farming season for our strawberry crop. We do believe that people eating organic food is very important. We want to offer safe food and organic food. Some persons are still shocked that we've been existing for 8 years outside of having to come to our website to make purchases, so we can get more fun to be a farmer in the Bahamas.
Health is the greatest gift. That's where we come in. Bahamas Medical and Surgical Supplies is the premier distributor of medical equipment, as well as medical and surgical consumables. Our engineers are always on hand, providing top care service that saves lives. We carry a wide selection of over-the-counter and prescription items, IV fluids, and other injections. Our products are state-of-the-art, and our entire team stays on top of cutting-edge technology. With more than 2 decades of dedicated service, Bahamas Medical and Surgical Supplies continues to be a trendsetter and innovator in healthcare. We have set ourselves apart by truly caring for our customers. We understand the intricacies of healthcare, and we produce spectacular results. We cherish our partnerships and nurture our friendships as we continue on our quest to help everyone maintain that wonderful gift of good health. Find us on 9th Fifth Terrace, Centerville, right in the heart of the medical service epicenter of Nassau, Bahamas.
Join up for life insurance. Secure the ones that you love. Join up with Family Guardian. We offer full protection. Join the family. Join the family. Family Guardian. Protect the ones you love. A friend that you can trust. Family Guardian.
Sometimes you need to make a classic move. That's why for all of life's moments, there's one classic credit card. Experience cashless purchasing power and chip and pin security with your RBC Visa Classic credit card. Manage your day-to-day expenses as well as life's little surprises. Apply today at rbc.com/Caribbean/Visa Classic and enjoy 1 year's free membership. Conditions apply.
A census determines the total number of people living in a country. Our census is currently being conducted throughout the islands of the Bahamas. I plan to participate. You should too.
We want everybody on every island, regardless of your age or nationality, to be counted. And if they ain't been to your door yet, they're going to be there soon. I know we're going to get counted in this census, so don't let them miss you.
The data collected in the census is used by the government to make all kinds of important decisions for the future of our country. I'll be participating. You should too.
When the census workers were in my area, I had the option whether to do it face-to-face or on my cell phone. I participated. So should you.
The Bahamas National Statistical Institute needs nationwide participation. The census will be conducted until the end of August. Remember, when it's your turn, the count depends on you.
Hello, summer. Escape into summer when you fuel up with Shell. Every time you purchase $20 gas, you're entered to win your share of over $50,000 in cash prizes and fantastic trips, including a staycation at Grand Island Exuma, a shopping spree in Miami, and a 4-day trip to Las Vegas to see John Legend live. To enter, fuel up at Shell with $20. Go to winwithshellbahamas.com and let the fun begin. Say hello, summer with Shell today. Conditions apply. Hello, summer.
3 males and a female have some serious questions to answer after being locked up on drug charges. The 4 taken into custody on Sunday after officers from Operation Ceasefire executed a search warrant on an 8th Street The Grove home and found an estimated $4,500 worth of drugs. Arrested on similar charges, a 42-year-old Matthew Town Inauguration man who was found with a large quantity of marijuana Sunday in the area of the government dock. Authorities pegged the estimated value of the drugs in this case at $5,000. Investigations into both matters continue. Well, speaking of marijuana, no say on the progress of the medical marijuana bill for now. That's Minister with responsibility for agriculture and marine resources, the Honorable Clay Sweeting, telling reporters today that the much talked about proposed legislation is still under revision at the Office of the Attorney General. The minister, however, expressing hope that the proposed legislation could possibly be ready to move to the next phase by year's end.
Once they get the draft, and then it will come to cabinet, then go off for consultation prior to being tabled in the House, but I would hope so. It's an industry that could definitely benefit Bahamians as a whole. A lot of subsector jobs could be created, as well as empower a lot of Bahamians and especially young people in the agricultural space as well.
Well, some 500 everyday Bahamians set to become certified backyard farmers as of today. This as the Agricultural Development Organization partners with the Church Commercial Farming Group to provide 500 free farming kits to churches and communities across the capital. It's an initiative that seeks to combat the effects of both inflation and food security. With an endowment of more than $100,000 from the organization, the church group was able to purchase the supplies to be handed out in the coming weeks. Minister with Cabinet responsibility, the Honorable Clay Sweeting, called it a huge step to making agriculture an important part of the lives of everyday Bahamians.
But we are working diligently together to encourage Bahamians to get back to their roots and to place their own healthy food into the ground. Bahamians must resonate with the idea that it is good to grow. And like Pastor said earlier, we must grow what we eat and eat what we grow. We want to change the culture of farming and encourage young people and women to think about agriculture.
Now, an online registration process is open for those wanting to sign up. Officials say the goal is to get 500 backyard farmers online within this quarter, with an objective of adding a nationwide total of 4,500 within the space of a year.
And so it is out of this background we want to say to the public that we're not only just going to provide a kit for you, but we are going to provide also the professional aspect of it to ensure of a greater success of all of your energies and your participation in the objective and the goal of 5,000 backyard farmers.
Well, as we head to the break, we'd like to thank all our viewers watching us live on our social media platforms. And just in case you missed the news, be sure to head there to catch up. Stay with us. There's more after the break.
Time to save
with a new perspective, where the focus is on values and principles, and people are just as important as profits, where we believe in democracy and equality, and your vote counts, where profits are shared with our members, who are also our owners, to ensure that by working together, we all win, where education of our members and training our staff are one of our highest priorities, where we serve our members' needs through continued cooperative initiatives because of our concern for the communities in which we live. Join more than 40,000 Bahamians who have made the smarter choice. Join the movement. Join a credit union. People helping people to help themselves.
Please. Waddle, you want any?
Yeah, man. Boy, what that is?
Oh, that's rambutan. It hairy, eh?
Miss, what you doing? Move that from me.
You scared of fruit waddle?
No, boy. Needles. That thing look like a bunch of them.
So I guess you could be taking the vaccine then.
And leave hole in my arm? You ain't serious.
Waddle, stop. That's why you ain't taking the vaccine? You won't feel nothing?
I ain't scared. I just don't like needles.
Waddle, it takes seconds. Then you got better protection against a deadly virus. Ooh, cassava. So what if I go with you to get the vaccine?
Go with you? I ain't sure.
Don't worry. I ain't gonna tell Lisa I told you, huh?
I on your run. Pay the people.
What? Waddle. Well, if I paying for this, we going to the clinic now.
Vaccinate today, live tomorrow. A message by WHO, Canada, and U.S. Aid.
A household name carries a lot of approval. And when you're shopping for household, you need a household name. For 50 years, Bahamas Welding and Fire has been a household name in outdoor grills and kitchen appliances. Need to beautify that yard space for your grill? BWF has it covered. For the industrial worker, you can find a complete line of tools and safety equipment. For the welder of any level or budget, you can find the right machinery to power everything. There's no shortage on power with a wide array of generators. And safety is everyone's responsibility. Find everything needed to protect everyone on the worksite. Over 40,000 square feet of shopping space in a convenient location. Bahamas Welding and Fire. We're more than just our name. Located number 13 Wilton Street.
AID has everything you need and more to complement your home's decor. Luxurious bamboo bath towels, face towels from $1.25 and bath towels from $5.45. Shower curtains from $2.54 and organizers in stylish finishes. Bath mat sets from $7.27 in a multitude of styles and colors. Bed sheet sets from $9.95 and 7-piece comforter sets from $49.95. Doormats from $1.93 with matching runners and hundreds of area carpets. Sofa covers from $19.95, plain and crushed sheer curtains from $5.25 and thousands of panels to choose from. Blinds from $7.02 and curtain rods from $2.89. Ceramic and porcelain dishes, tablecloths, napkins, placemats, utensils, and more. A wide selection of drinking glasses including elegant stemware, candle holders, vases, and crystal. Full-size mirrors, decorative pictures, and picture frames. AID, Wolf Road and the Mall at Marathon open late and on Sundays to serve your decorating needs. AID, all you really need and more.
When it comes to picking a pharmacy that is convenient and reliable, only one name comes to mind. Wilmax Pharmacy, a team of trusted and trained pharmacists ready to serve you with all your pharmaceutical and over-the-counter product needs. We carry beauty and hair supplies, as well as household and everyday supplies. Open 7 days a week from 7:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. NIV drug plan is accepted and delivery service is available. So call 323-1037 today or visit Wilmax Pharmacy on Ponciana Drive, opposite the University of the Bahamas.
Our free pick-pack delivery service gives everyone in the Bahamian Islands a chance to shop a variety of club products and prices right from home. Simply call or WhatsApp your order to 242-677-7266 or email order@amlfoods.com. A friendly customer service representative is waiting to pick, pack, and deliver your order to the mailboat of your choice. The options are truly endless, and with membership you save even more. So order today and let Cost Right pick, pack, and deliver right to you.
Good news for the country's third largest economy. Hotel conglomerate Montage Hotels and Resorts is looking to open Montage Key, a 48-acre private island resort and residential community in the Abacos next year. LuxuryTravelAdvisor.com reports that the project, in partnership with Sterling Global Financial, will see the rebranding and complete redevelopment of Matlow's Key as Montage Key alongside the launch of the residences at Montage Key. Amenities include 7 beaches, 50 all-suite accommodations, and a limited collection of Montage residences, a 46-slip marina, all-day dining, lobby and pool bars, spa, cafe, juice bar, indoor meeting and social event lawn spaces with unobstructed views of Abaco's clear blue sea. And get this, according to Forbes magazine, here are 5 of the best Bahamian Islands visitors can add to their bucket list. Grand Bahama, Exuma's swimming peaks, Eleuthera's natural beauty, setting sail on the waters of the Abacos, and taking a journey through mysterious Andros Island. The Forbes magazine article outlines the uniqueness of each island and how visitors can create their own experience during their stay. Well, a visit to the Bahamas nearly turned tragic for 8-year-old Finley Downer of Britain. Media reports say there he was attacked by sharks in Exuma last week. The family revealing that the young boy was surrounded by 3 nurse sharks while swimming in a lagoon on Compass Key before he was pulled to safety after suffering bites on both legs. Now, the young boy underwent a 3-hour operation at a hospital here in the capital, leaving his father, Michael, describing the incident like a scene out of Jaws that could have killed his son. The family has since returned home to Ketterington, North Hampshire, where Finley is recovering. Tour guide operator Exuma Escapes told Britain's The Sun newspaper the family entered a lagoon not used on their tour without a guide. They described nurse sharks as docile bottom feeders unless handled incorrectly. Well, it's time now for a check on Family Island weather, and for that we turn to Chief Meteorologist Basil Dean. Good evening, Basil.
Good evening, Makisha. Right now we are under partly cloudy skies, temperature at 88 degrees. Relative humidity, well, at 61%. East-southeast winds at 15 miles per hour. The barometric pressure, 1,018.4 millibars. That is 30.07 inches, and the pressure is rising. Temperatures around the Family Islands this evening, they are brought to you by Family Guardian Insurance Company. We're protecting you. 86 degrees in Freeport, Grand Bahama, and Grand Toll Key in Abaco. Marsh Ave, Abaco at 87 degrees. The Berry Islands, 86. Alistown, Bimini, also 86 degrees. 81 in Harper Island. Rock Sound, Eleuthera, 88 degrees. Black Point, Exuma, Kemp Space, South Andros, and Fresh Creek in Central Andros, all reporting 86. 89 degrees in Otterstown, Cat Island, San Salvador, and Rumkey. Georgetown, Exuma, 88 degrees. 89s in Ragged Island, Clarence-Town, Long Island, and Crooked Island. Betsy Bay, McGorner, 88. Acklands, Matthew Town, Inauguration, 88. And the Turks and Caicos Islands at 82 degrees. And your boating forecast tonight is brought to you by Builders Mall, home of FYP, the Dial King, and the Pink Setter in the Northwestern Islands. Tonight through Tuesday, the winds are going to be east to southeast, speeds around 10 to 15 knots, and the wave heights 2 to 4 feet. Low tide, that will take place at 11:55 tonight. Another low tide at 11:49 tomorrow morning. In the central and southeastern islands, the winds are a little stronger there. Easterly, 15 to 20 knots, wave heights 4 to 7 feet. So caution flags remain in place for the central and southeastern islands through tomorrow. And on Wednesday in the northwestern islands, the winds start to back, becoming northeast to east at 10 to 15 knots, wave heights holding at 2 to 4 feet. The high tide will occur at 6:41 in the morning, with the low tide taking place at 12:50 in the afternoon. For the central and southeastern islands on Wednesday, easterly winds, slight reduction, 12 to 18 knots, wave height subsiding 3 to 6 feet, but we will maintain the caution flag for your boaters right through Wednesday. That's going to do it for your boating forecast. It's time now for your international temperatures, and they are brought to you by Royal Star Assurance. your international temperatures brought to you by Royal Star Shorts. But stay tuned, your extended weather forecast is still ahead.
The pandemic has been not so kind to so many people in our community. And when we think about how we fared coming off the pandemic, we're trying to find meaningful ways to continue to give back.
So with the Together platform, it allows people to be able to give back, to make small donation, whether it's $20 or whatever you can give, to be able to give and to help those people who are in need.
Buy Chef Boyardee and Libby's Vienna sausages, and you could be one of 7 lucky winners to receive cash prizes up to $1,000. Take your receipts to Pritchard's on Robinson Road and enter today.
Throughout our lifetime, we must all make decisions. No matter how we choose, the right one just needs to be made. Like having J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers as your insurance partner. We've been serving the Bahamas for over 100 years. Whether you need home, motor, marine, or commercial insurance, make the right decision. Call 397-2100 or visit jsjohnson.com.
JS Johnson Insurance. Peace of mind.
This is ZNS Total Sports. Welcome to your Monday Sports, everyone. Well, it was a showdown for the ages last night at the Kendall Geologics Gymnasium. After weeks of trash talk and build-up, it would be time to let the play do the talking as the pastors and politicians faced off in the final game of the Peace on the Streets basketball tournament. And the Stars certainly showed up and showed out. NBA champion and recently appointed Bahamian Ambassador at Large for Sports, Rick Fox, in the building. Also picking up the clipboard and getting on the sidelines would be the nation's chief Prime Minister, the Honorable Philip Davis, is the head play caller for the politicians' team. Onto the hardwood, where we would see an intense battle between the two teams early on. They would trade baskets as the shooting from the clergymen would be their calling card. Politicians would try to get out on the break and use some of their younger legs to their advantage, keeping in striking distance for most of the first half. In the second half, though, the pastors would begin to make it rain from three-point range, and the showers of blessings would come raining down and help propel them to a 39-27 win and mark their 6th consecutive victory in the series.
Everybody that I'm undefeated as a player and undefeated as the coach. I continued my streak tonight. I want to say hats off to our opponents. They put up a good fight, but, you know, we had some little extra on our side.
I mean, I honestly believe that we can say we officially own the politicians now. You know, they brought their best out of us, but their best just wasn't good enough. You know, I told the Prime Minister from early in the year, he said that he drafted a team to make sure that this new day was going to be a new day. But, you know, the power of God, man.
Well, the game was a good game. It was a friendly game between the pastors and politicians. We were pretty confident because, again, we went to church this morning, we prayed. I know he raised on the just and the unjust, but we had a game plan. And we just wanted to play as a team, as a unit, exhibit the tenets of what we believe, you know, and we were able to do that. I played my game, everyone played their game, and that's what it's about. It's about team.
Now, while the politicians would come up on the losing end, they would remind fans of the real meaning of the game.
Team, even the leader of the mission is displaying his talent tonight. But it's just that we need to practice, and I think from now on we've agreed that before we come out here again, we will do some practice games. But it was fun, we enjoyed it, and we just want to let people know that it's games like these and sporting events like these that help to dissipate ill will, relieve tension, and give people something to look forward to. And I want them to appreciate what we've done today. Now, I thought I was going to beat them, you know.
So this is a wonderful thing because there's entirely too much tribalism in the country politically. So it's good for the population to see persons on both sides of the political divide working together. And then secondly, it's important that we work with the faith-based community. So I think this is wonderful camaraderie, good family fun.
Fun experience, you know, first time out here. You know, I can see that the pastors, the clergymen, they had some good practice in. But definitely it's a foundation that we're going to build on. Definitely looking forward to next year to finally win. I think we're very close and we're going to make it happen.
Track and field news, you may have missed it with the race getting underway early Sunday morning, but Bahamian track and field star Devin Charlton would continue to build on a very strong season with a major performance at the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham, England. In the women's 100-meter hurdle final that included a field led by world record holder Toby Amason, Charlton would run a blistering 12.58 seconds to secure a second-place finish and a silver medal, only trailing Amusan, who would take first place in a new Commonwealth Games record of 12.30 seconds. In winning the medal, Charlton would join Laquan Nairn, who the day before captured the Bahamas' first gold medal by a Bahamian male long jumper in the Commonwealth Games. Charlton's medal gave the Bahamas a total of 2 medals on the final chart, finishing tied with Grenada for 23rd. The Bahamas' under-20 team returning home from their performance in Cali, Colombia yesterday. The 11-member team coming back with a gold and a bronze. Anton Andrews made Bahamian track and field history with a gold medal record-setting performance in 110-meter hurdles, winning that race in a time of 13.23 seconds. Keyshawn Strong walking away with the bronze in the men's javelin competition with a throw of 72.95 meters. The Bahamas finished the 2022 World Athletics Under-20 Championships in a 5-way tie for 18th place. The team will now gear up for the NACAC Championships in Grand Bahama later this month. And that's been a look at sports. A check on weather when we return.
This is ZNS Total Sports.
When you want to save money on your tile supplies, who you gonna call? The Tile King. When you tile your house and you want to look good, who you gonna call? The Tile King.
Visit the new Tile King showroom, which is internationally recognized as the finest tile showroom in the Caribbean, located in the Builders Mall on Wolf Road.
The Tile King. Who you gonna call? The Tile King.
Tiles on everything.
Awesomely, this is a beautiful experience. I can't lie. This is my first time doing this sort of charity work, and I mean, it feels good to help out, you know. There's a can drive coming up and other initiatives are part of the Giving a Helping Hand campaign, and I encourage anyone that's willing to lend their support in any way, shape, or form to come through and give up your time.
Hey, it's your honorary flight attendant here to educate you on the do's and don'ts at the service station. Here's what you don't do. Do not pull up from the pump without first checking that the nozzle has been removed from your car. Because if you pop this, that's about $600,000 to $30,000 to replace. These things ain't cheap. What you want to do is make sure that the nozzle has been removed, or just wait for the universal sign, which is the double tap.
I was actually born into farming. My grandfather, who was 80 years old, he's a first-generation farmer. 3 generations later, I decided to go into farming. So we do have 2 operating farms at this time, the one in Nassau and the one in Andros. This season, the Access Accelerator assisted us in funding our strawberry project here on Andros. With us being able to access the Fish and Farmers Grant, it has actually given us the capital that we needed to start this farming season for our strawberry crop. We do believe that people eating organic food is very important. We want to offer safe food and organic food. Some persons are still shocked that we've been existing for 8 years outside of having to come to our website to make purchases. The point to me, it's fun to be a farmer in the Bahamas.
The savings are extra hot this week at Super Value and Quality Supermarkets. Kellogg's family-sized cereals, 19 to 24 ounce, $4.99. Best Value whole kernel corn, 15 ounce, $1.09. Sunny Delight Smooth or Tangy, 64 ounce, 2 for $5. Romaine Hearts, 3-pack, $4.99. Cheddar cheese, $3.99 per pound. Donate your change to help feed the Humane Society animals at Super Value and Quality Supermarkets.
The King wants you to take a walk on the tangy side with the all-new Zesty Whopper collection at Burger King Nassau. Enjoy the classic Zesty Whopper with 2 types of cheese, zesty sauce, and crispy onions stacked on 100% flame grilled beef. Or go Zesty on our plant-based Space Whopper and Crispy Chicken. All three are saucy, crunchy, and full of flavor, and only available at Burger King Nassau. Visit any of our 7 locations and enjoy a Zesty Whopper as a combo or as part of the King's Feast at Burger King Nassau, where taste is king.
What? Check old girl, boy. Say she getting married? Oh, man, not again.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to join this man's BTC home internet with this woman BTC mobile service in holy matrimony. So they'll pay half the price compared to the other guys.
What's wrong with you? Just let them...
Madam, do you have BTC mobile service?
I do.
Sir, do you have BTC home internet to unite with her mobile service?
I do.
Get all the internet you want at half the price when you bundle your home internet and mobile service.
So, what services do you have?
Me? I have BTC at home and on my phone.
Visit any BTC store to make the switch today.
Time now for weather.
In our final look at weather, the tropics are starting to heat up. We have this tropical wave now just to the south and west of the Cape Verde Islands, and that is moving towards the west anywhere between 15 and 20 miles per hour. The Hurricane Center is now giving us about a 20% chance of development over the next 3 days, but over a 5-day span, that bumps up to about 40%. So we'll keep our eyes on this system very closely over the next several days. And as you can see, that upper level wind shear has shifted towards the north, and that will give rise to more conducive chances for development of this system over the next several days. Satellite pictures still showing some moisture around the southeast Bahamas, particularly around Crooked Island and Acklands, where there's some showers flying up there that will continue off and on during the course of the night. Elsewhere, high pressure remains in control of our weather, and we can still see 1 or 2 brief showers as well. Tonight, we're going in for a thunderstorming spot this evening, otherwise clear to partly cloudy as we get later into the night. 79 degrees for the low temperature. And tomorrow, we're looking at cloudy during the morning, but there will be periods of clouds and sunshine in the afternoon as things start to improve. High temperature, 89 degrees tomorrow. And your extended weather forecast, we're going to see some clearing over the next several days, taking us through the balance of the week. So some relatively nice weather shaping up for you, save for the stray shower here and there during the afternoon as a result of the daytime heating. Mikishla.
Well, thanks, Basil. That does it for the Bahamas tonight. Thank you for continuing to make ZNS your first choice for news and information. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better than ZNS. From all of us here at ZNS, thank you for watching and good night.
You're watching the ZNS Network, the People Station.